put your dry rub right on top. And just as the name says, rub it in. Try to get every little nook and cranny. Just dissolve the deliciousness. I'm Chef Chris. This is my smoker. Gonna set it up and we're gonna smoke the ribs. We have the ribs. And there we go. Our ribs, and they'll sit on here for the next about 4.5 hours, but you won't have to sit through that. Hi, I'm Chef Chris. I'm going to show 3 ways technically, but of doing your ribs after they've been smoked. And on the bottom, that's number 1 piece. This rocking as it's an oven for there.
God.
Yeah.
What do you do to the meat to make it do that?
Cook it. That one's cooked in with foil and plastic wrap. So smoked for 5 hours and then cooked for like 4 hours.
I could eat this for like 5
Whereas
hours.
like this one, where the bone comes straight out, this is from the Instapot. So it just comes clean every time.
Wow.
Alright, so that was my ribs, and now on to Kurt and his kebabs. Here, catch Kurt.
Oh, hey, Chef Chris, man, those ribs look fantastic. Man, I can't wait to sink my teeth into some of those. Thanks. Hey, today, I'm gonna go ahead and make some kebabs. So what we're making today is some vegetable kebabs. I picked up some cremini mushrooms. I got some zucchini, yellow squash. I decided to pick up some eggplant, a little Japanese eggplant, peppers, and some red onions. And for the meat kebabs, I'm gonna go ahead, I have some big chunks of chicken and some Italian sausage. I'm gonna mix those with the red peppers and a little bit of the Greek feta marinade. The fun thing about kebabs is you can really marinate them in anything you wish. Hey guys, we're all ready here to start skewering our kebabs. And so what I like to do, I like to cut everything up into the right chunks. I got some big chunks of chicken, Italian sausage, and the peppers, as I said. And then I mix those up, and then I have the veggies here. So I like to pre-marinate these as versus trying to marinate them on the kebab. I think it gets more flavor around all the meat and the protein. So when you start the veggie skewers, I always like to start with a thick skinned veggie so it kind of holds that bottom one in place. Give yourself about 1 inch, okay? Try to finish off at the end with a nice firm vegetable so everything in the middle sticks together. We'll keep doing this until we finish. All right, folks, we're back here to finish off the chicken and the Italian sausage skewers. I got some gloves. They're always good to use to keep your hands clean when you're working with raw proteins. And so we got the veggies done. We got the skewers here marinating. I did the veggies first, so anything else that I touch will just be the meat. So I have heavy protein on the end, leaving it. So it gives something to secure when you cook, so you get it doesn't fall off down the road. I'm not squeezing them and mushing them together, so when they cook, the meat will cook on all sides. There you go. And we'll keep doing that until we're all done. Hey, so we got the chicken kebabs here already marinated. We got our grill prepped up, ready to go. I like the staged parallel fire piece, so I can keep this side nice and hot, keep this side nice and cool to finish them off. So this is pretty good high heat. We're going to keep these at a medium to high in the beginning to sear and char our kebabs. All right, so you can see as we got nice char marks on both sides. It's been about maybe 4, 5, 6 minutes on each side. You just got to gauge how hot your oven is, how hot your grill is. So we're going to move them off to the side that's off. That's part about grilling, is understanding how to monitor and use your grill to the most benefit. So as you can see, good grill marks on all sides. We're going to put it over here off to the side and let it rest and continue to cook. And then we're going to get our vegetables going. All right, so we got the chicken off the side here. There's no heat, and we got the high heat here. It's cleaned off. We're gonna go ahead and now get the most of the vegetable skewers on there. Again, you're keeping this at a good medium to high heat in the beginning, because again, you want to make that char on the vegetables just as you did the chicken. Close this 3 to 4 minutes, let it get some good marks, and we'll come back. So we got the veggie kebabs halfway done. It's been on there for about 3 minutes or so. I hate to waste this nice marinade. It's only vegetable marinade, so I like to go ahead and take the veggie kebabs before I flip them on the other side, is to give them one more coating of the marinade. I hate to waste ingredients, right? So just toss these a little bit once. Absorb some of the additional marinade into there. And then let's get them back on the grill again to finish off. You can see we're gonna let these go for about 3 minutes. Right now the chicken and the Italian sausage kebabs are nicely cooked, nice and juicy, and they'll all be done at the same time. That's one of the tricks of cooking a lot of different proteins and vegetables, is you want to try to finish off the meal collectively. We're almost done. All right, I think we got our final product here. Our chicken sausage kebabs have been grilled on both sides 3 to 4 minutes. We put them off to the non-heat side to let them rest and finish cooking so they bake. And we finished off the veggie kebabs. Nice char on each side. As you notice again, you got a firm veg on each side so they stick together. I'm going to hand this off to Chef Tyler. You got a couple of great sides, I heard. Chef Tyler, knock it out of the park.
Thanks, Chef Kurt. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Thank you, Chef Kurt, for those awesome kebabs. They look delicious. I'm going to be preparing a smoked pepper mac and cheese. I used some poblano peppers that I've smoked and roasted. I'm also going to be using some jalapeno juice, not the peppers, but just the juice. Also, I have some crispy breadcrumbs, 3 cups of milk, some cooked off pasta, about a quart and a half, 2 quarts. And let's get started. First, we're gonna heat up our milk, and then we're slowly gonna add in our cheese. We don't want it boiling, but we do want the milk heated. Alright. So I got 2 cups of milk there. We got 1 more cup of milk here. I'm not gonna bring this to a boil, but just get it warm so that way the cheese will melt in there. I'm using American cheese today. American cheese melts really well, and you don't have to use a roux in order to get it to the right viscosity. Got the hot milk. Now it's time to add in the American cheese. All right. Put this back on. I turned the heat off just because it was getting too hot too fast, so I figured stop the process and then we'll pick it back up again when I was ready. Don't want to add it too fast because then it's just not going to mix right. It's best to add it in 1 or 2 pieces at a time. You can visualize what's actually melting in there and how fast. The faster it melts, the faster you should add it. Now we're going to add in our roasted poblano peppers. About 3 peppers. Kind of stir that up in there. The poblanos have been added to the cheese mixture. It's starting to thicken up here just a bit. It's okay if it's a little bit runny, because if you're gonna bake off this mac and cheese, it's all gonna soak into the pasta and it's gonna come out great. I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon, maybe a touch more of this jalapeno pickling juice. I'm not gonna add in the whole jalapenos because I just want the flavor without the heat. All right, let's stir that in there. As we're going, it's important to taste your food. Let's see what flavors we've developed here. Good, very good. All right, now we're gonna add in the pasta. This was about 1.5 to 2 quarts of pasta. We're gonna see how this looks when I start stirring it up, see if it's coated evenly. All right, looks like we can add in some more pasta here. It's looking great. Now, if you were to throw this in the oven, it would bake off and you would have a perfect consistency, and the macaroni would soak up that extra liquid in the pan. Thank you, everyone. Take it away, Chef Arnold.
Right, thank you, Tyler, very much for that smoked pepper mac and cheese. It looks awesome. I can't wait to taste that. Today we're going to be making a roasted red pepper and roasted jalapeno, cheddar cheese, cornbread. Now what I like to do, these are all the ingredients we'll be using today. We have all-purpose flour, cornmeal, sugar, baking soda, baking powder, and some salt for our dry ingredients. Our wet ingredients will be buttermilk, fresh eggs, and whole butter. And we like to finish that off with some fresh corn. I roasted some red peppers and some jalapenos, peeled them, cut them up into strips, and we have some cheddar cheese. So what we're going to do now is basically we get all of our dry ingredients into a bowl. Our flour, cornmeal, some sugar. This is 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and a teaspoon of salt. Your dry ingredients get mixed together here in a bowl. And then in a separate bowl, what I like to do is combine my buttermilk. That's 1.5 cups of buttermilk. We have a cup of soft melted butter. And we're going to add 2 eggs to that. Okay, we're going to mix up our wet ingredients and combine that right over here. Alright, finally we can add our corn. This is frozen corn, but again the best is to use fresh corn off the cob. cheddar cheese, a cup of smoked cheddar cheese. We have roasted peppers and jalapenos, which are going to go in as well. Finally, I'll mix this all together. And if you like your cornbread sweeter, you can add additional sugar. You can always double the amount. It's a personal preference, you know. But at the end, I'm going to be finishing this off with the honey butter, so that'll give you the sweetness maybe you're looking for. So once your cornbread is all mixed, we're going to add this to our cast iron skillet. You can use, again, muffin pans, you know, any baking vessel will work. I like to use these cast irons. These are great. Looks rustic. It's awesome. This goes into the oven for about 20 minutes at 350 degrees till it's golden brown. You can stick a toothpick in there, make sure you get a dry pick when you pull that out. And at the end, this is your finished product. This is our finished cornbread right here. And what we're gonna do now, what I have here is a little honey butter. It's basically about a half a cup of honey, half a cup of butter melted, and we're just gonna brush that onto our cornbread. And there you are, you're all set. This is our roasted pepper, corn, and cheddar cheese cornbread. Thank you very much. You guys have a safe 4th of July, have fun, and enjoy. Thank you very much. All right, Chef Alyssa, take it away. It's all yours.
Chef Arnold for that amazing looking cornbread, especially with that honey butter on top. It just finished it all together. All right, guys, let's get to our Agua Fresca. So typically in an Agua Fresca, you're only gonna need 3 ingredients: some sort of fruit, water, and sweetener. Today I'm gonna be using sugar. You can substitute with honey or agave if you like, or you can even substitute with Splenda. So with the fruit, I'm using pineapple today. You can use whatever variations you have. So if you want to do some sort of like strawberry and watermelon, that's fine. Some kind of cucumber in there or some sort of chili in there, that's fine too. You can even make it adult friendly with a shot of tequila or a shot of vodka in there if you want. All right, let's get to it. Some pineapple that's in peak season right now, some mint, some limes, and some tahini, and also some sugar. Super simple. We're gonna blend up the pineapple with some water, and then we're gonna need a strainer, something to pour it into, and a wooden spoon to push down. So let's get it started. All right, so I've got this blender here. I'm just gonna pour in the pineapples. This was just half of a pineapple. And then we're just gonna fill up just to cover the pineapple. Perfect. And then I'm gonna blend it. That looks pretty good. You just want it, make sure that it is well mixed together. So the reason why we're straining it is so that we don't have any chunky pieces inside our Agua Fresca. We're gonna mix in the sugar. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna put some lime juice around the rim of the cup so that we are able to make the tahine stick. That's perfect. I'm gonna get a few mint leaves for the bottom. And then we're going to fill up our cup with some ice. And a few limes. And some mint. It's easy to make, super simple, refreshing, and it can accompany any barbecue dish that you're going to be making this weekend. I can't wait till you try it. Thank you guys.